Hello everybody, I'm Mats aka Los, and this is my tutorial for the Roman Mission 1. Let's start with the territory. You can see the whole map if you type exclamation point incubation 2 and then win. This activates cheat codes. On the first mountain you have coal on the upper left side, and on the middle to the right you have iron. On the mountain to your right you have gold, iron, coal, but this mountain is not used in a speedrun. Let's have a look at the enemy next. In this mission you're fighting against the Vikings, and you have a lot less soldiers than your enemy. The Vikings will always build a tower at the same position with level 3 soldiers at around 2 to 3 minutes. They always start with 3 towers, therefore your win condition is to destroy those 3 towers. Let's have a closer look at one strategy. This one would be the safe strat, and I recommend going for this if you're new to this game. With this strategy you should receive a time around 15 to 17 minutes. I used the wind cheat again here so you can see everything. I recommend you do this as well for practice. Keep in mind that your run is invalid if you activate cheat codes. First you destroy the small tower and you send them close to the enemy territory, except one soldier you keep in your territory. Send 5 pioneers with them as well, so you have your territory close to the enemy. While they walk towards the enemy, you build one tower like in the video. You also build one weaponsmith, one ironsmithing, a medium house and a barrack. When the tower is built, you build your 2 mines. Don't forget the coal is up left and the iron is in the middle right. If you remember that, you don't have to use the geologists. Also build an ammo maker and a shipyard. In the time your settlers build all those things, your soldiers should have arrived already. Take one swordsman and go close to the enemy, and if they start to attack him, press Alt and back to the other soldiers. This is the most essential technique in speedrunning this game, because you can fight the enemy in your territory. Change the settings of your weaponsmith to around 75% swords, and set the recruitment rate to infinity in your barrack. Continue to lure the enemy to your small territory, and you quickly see that they die and you don't. I mentioned that the enemy always have a L3 swordsman in the 4th tower. Because of this you attack this tower with your ship. The shipyard and the ammo maker should be finished by now, and you start producing soldiers at around minute 10. Start attacking the L3 tower with your ship. From time to time, check the enemy count. You know that they have 3 towers in the beginning, plus the L3 tower they built. If we killed every 3 soldier, they should have only 4 soldiers left if you haven't destroyed the L3 tower yet. Sometimes they manage to build a second additional tower, but you can destroy this tower as well with your ship. Keep sending your recruited soldiers to your territory. Start attacking their 3 starting towers and keep destroying them if you have captured them. I recommend you start with the one on the right, go left and then up, but it's up to you. With your full health soldiers, you can even split your army into 2 swordsmen per group, per tower. If everything is done right, you successfully finish the mission at around 15 to 17 minutes. If you don't have any difficulties with this strategy, I recommend using the vertical strats. This is very RNG depending and reset heavy, but if done right you can finish the level in under 4 minutes. In the background you see my word record and explain everything. The run starts again with destroying the tower and sending the soldiers to the enemy. In the meantime I sent the ship to the enemy as well, because where the enemy soldiers go is dependent on where your soldiers are. Your ship will attract them to the side of their territory. While my soldiers are walking, I have time to play around in 2 groups. My first group contains 3 swordsmen, while my second group contains everybody else. The first group I sent near to my ship, and as soon as possible I sent one of them to the enemy and tried to attract as many soldiers as possible. As soon as they follow my soldier, I send them away and hope that the enemy keeps following my L1 soldiers. I keep repeating this with the other two soldiers, and in this time a second group should already have arrived in the enemy territory. While I lure most of the enemies away, I start attacking the air towers. But here I split my army into 3 swordsmen for both towers on the left side, while I send all my remaining soldiers to the middle tower. Keep in mind that they have not built a 4th tower yet. You want to send all the remaining soldiers to the middle tower so you can distract every enemy that comes towards you. Also destroy your captured towers so you can't lose them. This method is really risky, but if done right, you're over 10 minutes faster than the other method. That's all for this mission. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something. If you did, please consider a like and a follow. Have a nice week. Bye.